Hello and thanks for staying with us. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu government has continued to work on Nigerian Customs Service revenue generation all over the country. Also on customs support, Operation Wind on Nigerian Customs Unit, which war against smugglers operating along the nation's borderline, carrying petrol outside the country. Plus, more report. I am Egeseme Edie. Stay tuned. The management of Nigerian Customs Service has continued to meet government revenue target as approved by the government every month. The Contractor of Customs and his team has also continued to implement government-approved program in clearance of goods at the port. We now bring you some details of its operation in the last couple of weeks. The custom boss warned importers to desist from smuggling custom goods into Nigeria. He urged importers to comply strictly with import regulations.
Their actions are exemplary to the core values of a service as articulated in our code of conduct, which are integrity, professionalism, and patriotism. It is imperative to emphasize that we shall maintain an uncompromising stance on enforcement of import regulations. We hereby serve notice to all our importers, exporters, and agents and other stakeholders within the international trade environment that our intelligence network, our technological capabilities, and the strength that we derive from interagency collaboration have been significantly enhanced to detect and intercept prohibited items regardless of concealment methods or documentation subterfuge. We have documented a disturbing trend of increasing sophistication in smuggling techniques, which necessitates corresponding advancements in our enforcement methodologies. I want to assure Nigerians that we shall deploy all resources at our disposal to ensure that our borders remain secured against the importation of items prejudicial to national security, economic prosperity, and public health. The service hereby solicits the continued cooperation of all stakeholders in ensuring compliance with extant import guidelines. We urge members of the public to utilize our confidential channels for reporting suspicious shipments and import activities. Our collective vigilance remains the most effective deterrent against transnational criminal networks attempting to compromise our borders.
The Nigerian Customs, under Customs Care, has renovated and rebuilt a nursery and primary school long abandoned. The event took place at Amuwo Odofin local government area, where Apapa Customs led to the rebuilding of the school. The school now wears a new look, now has solar lights, water, and a clinic fully renovated by the Customs. The Customs Controller General handed over books and bags to the students. The city speaks on Customs Care.
One thing that I heard here this afternoon was that this school was established decades ago by the President, His Excellency, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, when he was Executive Governor of Lagos State. It is very interesting that an agency under him has come back over 20 years when this school was established to take a look at the school and see how we can upgrade the standard and the infrastructure. I am therefore very, very happy to be here this afternoon to identify with a major need of the school. The CAC has told you that before we chose the school, extensive engagement was made, consultation was made with the community and the teachers before we agreed that we are going to pick on this school and carry out our renovation exercise. As you possibly know, and as you have heard before, the projects that we undertake are driven by the pillars of our corporate social responsibility program. And one of them is education and health. In education, we are undertaking projects that will have direct impact on our schools and on our students. We are therefore doing projects that will affect our students directly. And one of them today, I'm happy to inform you, is that we have brought exercise books, textbooks, school bags, and sandals for all the students of this school. Apart from those that speak to the direct need of students, we are also improving infrastructures when we see the deficits. And what we have chosen to do in this school is to renovate the entire school. And I'm happy that through our PAPA and the stakeholders, we have been able to deliver on this project. Of course, another critical pillar of what we are doing is the health care delivery. And this is why we are also going to see what we are doing to the healthcare center of this community. We are quite impressed with what we have seen, and this seems to justify the fact that the Nigerian industrial policy, particularly the one that concerns the auto industry, that we are on course, and we hope that it will not be a reversible project, that we can continue to build from what we have seen. In terms of aesthetics, I have seen very, very beautiful designs here. In terms of functionality, I've also, been assured that, some of the products that I've seen here are quite efficient. But what gives us joy is that there is the imprint of Nigeria in some of this, either because they are fully assembled or maybe they are semi-SKDs or whatever. So this gives us joy that perhaps the policy that the president is doing, we are right on course. Just some few days ago, the president came up with a Nigerian first policy. And there is no better way where this can find expression more than the auto industries. I'm sure the president will be very, very proud of the performance that we are witnessing in this sector. For us in Nigeria Customs, we think it's about time that we walk the talk and support Mr. President's agenda to put Nigeria first. And this is why we want to patronize products that are made from your factory. And at any rate, we know that so many of you are beneficiaries of different incentives program to, leapfrog development in the sector. So we will reflect on what we have seen. If we have more questions, we will reach out to you either collectively or individually. If any of you still has any other one that you want to present to us, you can still do it. You can get across to the controller in charge of procurement if there's any additional presentation you wanted to make.
The National Security Advisor presents an award plaque to the Controller General of Customs and other agencies present at the occasion. The National Security Advisor has recognized the outstanding efforts of Nigerian Customs Service alongside other agencies operating in the port. The event followed a joint operation that led to the destruction of 206 containers and a trailer load of drugs imported into the country. He acknowledged the conclusion of a major review assignment involving 50 containers under investigation, described the collaboration as a model for interagency synergy in national service in the country.
We stay stronger when we work together under the guidance of the Office of National Security Advisor. NSSR, we are indeed very grateful for this opportunity for us to be of service. We do know that some of these containers are still in our ports. Some of them are still within customs control. Some of them have exited. The assurance I will give you, I will give the nation, is that we will remain very, very vigilant to ensure that these controlled substances do not get into unauthorized hands. We, by then, ensure that the oxygen that which these criminals need to breathe is denied them.
The NSA praised the effort of all involved, commending the commitment of national security and protection of public health. While the Controller General of Customs highlighted that the service had earlier declared a state of emergency on the trafficking of illicit drugs in the country.
What is going on in our country is unfortunate. Very few people, extremely few, very selfish, just for profit, will destroy us. They don't even know the impact and the effect of what they are doing. Bringing drugs that literally poison, that destroys our youth, our own mothers, our everybody, and they don't care. But there are people like you who also stand up and fight for on behalf of our country, on our people. And we will win. We will never relent. We will go after them. We will not allow them to get away. Nigeria is changing. They better get this message clear. It's not going to be business as usual. I've worked with the leadership of customs. You have done extremely well, Mr. Adini. Not just this matter, we have done a couple of things together. I can share with you what we have done in respect of arms and ammunition, illegal arms and ammunition, that we work together with you and a couple of others, the small arms, and we have destroyed the arms and the ammunition, illegal, used to kill our people, used to perpetrate criminal activities. And many other areas, we have done the same thing with illegal smuggling, destroying our economy, petroleum products, food stuff. And I want to commend you. I want to thank you on behalf of our country, on behalf of our leader, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, for an amazingly good work that is ongoing, that people don't even know. The same thing with the NDLA.
NSSR, we are indeed very grateful for this opportunity for us to be of service. We do know that some of these containers are still in our ports. Some of them are still within customs control. Some of them have exited. The assurance I will give you, I will give the nation, is that we will remain very, very vigilant to ensure that these controlled substances do not get into unauthorized hands. We, by then, ensure that the oxygen that which these criminals need to breathe is denied them.
Added that the collaboration effort between agencies supported by NSA enables swift identification and destruction of dangerous drugs in the country. We are stronger together, the CG noted, and we remain vigilant to ensure this substance never make it into the wrong hands in the country.
On behalf of my colleagues, we promise that we will continue to see this drug and unregistered pharmaceutical drugs as a scourge and as a serious threat to national security, and collectively we will come together under your guidance to give this the fight that it deserves and to assure Nigerians that indeed Nigeria will be a safer place to live.
As a mark of appreciation, plaques and letters of commendation were presented to the CG and the DG of NAFDAC and NDLA chairman represented.
You are watching the program Customs Report. The whirlwind of Nigerian Customs Service has arrested and intercepted jerrycans of petroleum products from smugglers operating along the nation's borderline. The unit also intercepted petroleum products worth 63 billion naira from smugglers who are trying to carry the consignment outside the country.
Within the span of 1 year of this operation, so much has been achieved across all the zones. And this achievement was as a result of the commitment, dedication, and resilience of the operatives. The Office of the National Security Advisor, the NMDPRA, that's the authority and the sole regulatory agency responsible for fuel distribution in Nigeria, the Office of the Attorney General, and the CGC have at various times commended the operatives and their efforts in bringing down these smugglers of premium motor spirits. Just about this time last week, we were in Yola Adamawa State capital, where similar exercise where we auctioned over 46,000 litres of PMS, which was seized by our gallant operatives in that zone. Gentlemen of the press, on the instructions of the CGC, today has been earmarked for another of such exercise, resulting from seizures of premium motor spirit made across various flashpoints in the southwest zone of Lagos and Ogun. Such flashpoints are Ilaro, Imeko, Badagry, Owode, Ajilete, with investigations confirming that they were intended to be smuggled to neighboring country, Benin Republic. A total of 1,577 jerrycans of PMS in 25 litres each, amounting to 39,425 litres, that is in litres, was seized, as well as 8 vehicles used as means of conveyance. The total duty paid value of the PMS products seized stands at 39,425,000 naira, and that of the means of conveyance stands at 24 million naira, cumulatively amounting to 63,425,000 naira only. I would like to re-emphasize that there is no safe haven or hiding place for smugglers and economic saboteurs, as we will continue to disrupt all their illegal activities, reducing it to the barest minimum. On the instruction of the Comptroller General of Customs, Bashir Adewale Adeniyi MFR PSC Daga, in his magnanimity, directed that the PMS is going to be auctioned immediately after this press briefing to Nigerian populace, with the 25-litre jerrycan sold at an auction price of 10,000 naira only. On behalf of the CGC, I would like to use this opportunity to thank our strategic partners in this operation. That is the Office of the National Security Advisor, who created the platform upon which we are operating, with various intelligence being given. The Office of the Nigerian Midstream Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Agency, that is the authority, who have been saddled with the responsibility of ensuring that our common patrimony is not being taken away illegally.
The recent interception made by our dedicated officers underscores the relentless commitment to grow our economy and protect citizens from untold hardship. These seizures represent concerted efforts to combat smuggling and criminalities, and evidence of increased surveillance at our borders. They reflect the tireless sacrifice and courage of the officers who face risk daily to safeguard our borders. It is pertinent to recognize that every success recorded is a big blow against criminal networks and a step forward towards restoring our economic growth and job creation. Furthermore, these seizures are a clear testament of the NCS resolved commitment that illicit trade and criminalities are not tolerated. While we celebrate this achievement, it is important that we remain focused on our mandate of generating revenue, suppressing smuggling, facilitating legitimate trade, and continue to foster inter-agency collaboration among law enforcement agencies and border communities to record more successes.
The Nigeria Customs Service is capable and competent to defend, protect, and project the borders of Nigeria. They have been so successful on several occasions, and now we are here again to show that our performance is endless. The Nigeria Customs Service will continue to do and excel in its jobs, in its duty definition. We will continue to win the war. The only advice is for those that are perpetrating this ill against the nation to look for better jobs to do. Tell them, our press men, tell them to look elsewhere, not this one, because the management of the Operation Wide Wheel, led by Ejibuno, ACG Ejibuno, they are always on the ground to tell them, go back to where you are coming from. And we pray that they continue to do this job, protect the image of the nation, protect the security of the country, and even go to the extent of bringing down those that are shipping in arms and ammunition, even illicit drugs. And so shall it be.
The Federal Operation Unit Zone A has again intercepted goods worth millions of naira from smugglers, saying that the Nigerian Customs Service will continue to police all the borders along all the routes in the western parts of the country. He speaks more on a number of issues. The Federal Operation Unit Zone A has again, within 2 weeks, seized goods and drugs worth over 1.2 billion naira. The unit also seized bulletproof vests alongside 7 suspects arrested along with the goods.
In all, 46 interceptions were recorded during these 2 weeks of operation, comprising the following: rice, 2,051 by 50 kg each, foreign parboiled rice equivalent to about 4 trucks; 11 used vehicles, popularly known as Tokombo vehicles; 1,665 kilograms of cannabis sativa; 4,000 liters of premium motor spirit (PMS), 1 white black J5 commercial bus loaded with expired goods, 1 truck containing 180 sacks of new towel. 7 suspects were arrested in connection with these various seizures, which have total value of about 1,285,600,383 naira only. The seizures come on the heels of successes recorded in our anti-smuggling activities just 3 weeks after I assumed the leadership of the unit on the 23rd of April 2025, which saw seizures of over 7 trailers load of foreign parboiled rice, premium motor spirit, vehicles, drugs, narcotics, among others, with a total pay value of about 1.5 billion, as earlier said. The Nigerian Customs Service, as a lead agency in border security and facilitator of trade, we are not unaware of the need to balance both responsibility through risk management tools at our disposal. We are also aware that those whose illicit businesses have been significantly hindered by our operations will spare no efforts in devising different methods to counter us. We would like to assure the public that we will continue to remain alive to our responsibility and will not be deterred by naysayers or anyone intent to casting aspersions on our officers who have always paid an ultimate price for the service to their country.
The Customs Board says that the service will continue to arrest and prosecute offenders of fake drugs into the country.
At about 06 hours, through intelligence-driven operations, our men on the Ejebode patrol team arrested 1 empty Mercedes-Benz truck, thorough rummaging of the truck, and careful observation by the officers, which led to uncover concealment of cannabis sativa in their hemp in the compartment of the truck. 1 suspect was arrested in connection with the seizure. Additionally, our patrol teams around the border areas across the 6 states of the Southwest have intensified surveillance of our borders against unscrupulous elements among Nigerians, resulting in several seizures of rice, cannabis sativa, used cars, and other goods in the flashpoints of Imeko, Ilaro, Owode, Idiroko, Ilara, Ihumbo, Abeokuta, Badagry, Agbara, Gbaji, Shaki, and Insei in Oyo State. In all, 46 intercessions were recorded during these 2 weeks of operation, comprising the following: rice, 2,051 by 50 kg each, foreign parboiled rice equivalent to about 4 trucks. 11 used vehicles, popularly known as Tokombo vehicles, 1,665 kilograms of cannabis sativa, 4,000 liters of premium motor spirit PMS, 1 white black J5 commercial bus loaded with expired goods, 1 truck containing 180 sacks of new towel.
So the service will continue to fight smuggling and through intelligence-driven operations.
It is pertinent to state that our renewed vigor to fight smuggling and criminalities through intelligence-driven operations has continued to pay off, as the resilience and dedication of our operatives has inflicted substantial losses on some economic saboteurs who are bent on bringing our country to its knees through their nefarious activities.
Later handed over the seized drugs to NDL officials.
We at NDLA were always committed in ensuring that the needful is done. You may remember in his last in his inaugural speech and handing over, he handed over 2 suspects who are already charged to court and their matter is ongoing. So also in this matter, that will be done.
One would be smugglers to desist from the act of smuggling. Just before I round up this week edition of the program Customs Report, where the management of Nigerian Customs Service has continued to improve on the revenue target as approved by government. For me, Igeseme Edinye, thanks for watching.